Welcome to this brief orientation on your extremely important position in the Boy Scouts of America as a member of the unique leadership team known as the District Key 3. A successful Key 3 is made up of individuals who are right for the job. A district chairman is someone who has contacts in the community. The district commissioner needs to have experience and knowledge of the scouting program. And the unit serving executive is a professional who is the advisor and coordinator of everything that happens in the district. But it is impossible for a unit serving executive to do the job of program, membership, unit service, and finance alone. They need an effective Key 3 supported by their volunteer district committee to be successful. In this video, we're going to examine the roles of each of the Key 3 and how they work together to accomplish the 4 functions of district operations. The district chairman presides and leads.
As district chairman, I think I have about 4 responsibilities. The first and most important is recruiting enough people to do the jobs that we need to get done. The second is very close to that, and that's serving as scouting sort of goodwill ambassador in our district. The third is to serve as a liaison between the council's executive board and the units within our district. And what I mean by that is conveying the information that the council board sets out and taking that down to the units and bringing the needs and wants of the units to the awareness of the executive board. And then finally, I think setting the goals and establishing goals and tracking those goals and finally attaining them is my final responsibility.
It's important that the district chairman is a doer in the community, someone that can open doors and make things happen. The unit serving executive acts as a catalyst to make sure that the priorities are met or the priorities are identified, and then calls on the expertise of the district chairman and the district commissioner to get out there and do things that the unit serving executive couldn't make happen without them.
As a unit serving executive, I think it's pretty important that my role is to communicate both the needs and priorities for the district. Essentially, if my role isn't being fulfilled as the communicator and the facilitator, then a lot of things aren't going to happen.
The Key 3 is the opportunity for the unit serving executive to communicate with the key volunteers in the district, which in this case are the district chairman and the district commissioner.
It's important for the unit serving executive to be a multiplier, to get things done through other people. It's to work smarter rather than to work harder, to get 10 people to do the job as opposed to doing the job of 10 people. And you can do that through a functioning Key 3.
Well, as a unit serving executive in the district committee, our role is to let the district chairman do their job, essentially to give the leadership to the team, to be the leader, to play the roles they're supposed to play, also to give direction. We're there, essentially, to provide input if it's needed. I think that's probably one of the biggest difficulties that a lot of district executives run into, is that you've got to give the volunteers the authority and the responsibility to conduct their roles. And it's difficult because you're essentially putting your job in other people's hands, but it needs to happen.
That's the district executive's opportunity to communicate to the district chairman and the district commissioner what the priorities are for the district. And it's an informal meeting, but it's important that it has an agenda and that there's a very definite list of things that are to be accomplished by each person on the Key 3.
I think that having a work plan or actually an agenda for a district Key 3 meeting is absolutely vital. It's easy to forget things that aren't actually on a work plan or are not written down. In the district operations book, there is a pamphlet that's titled the Key 3, and it has a suggested agenda or work plan for the Key 3. As a part of the Key 3 process, each person has specific things that they are responsible for. So consequently, as a part of the meeting, each person needs to write down specifically what is said, what is agreed on, the date things need to happen, and who will be responsible. The district commissioner is responsible for recruiting and maintaining the commissioner service, which involves individuals called unit commissioners who go out and call on individual units.
They are the eyes and ears of the council. They are the eyes and ears of the district executive, and that's the primary way a district executive or unit serving executive relates to the units, is through the commissioner service.
My role on the Key 3 is to ensure that we have quality unit service and unit participation. We strive to have as many quality units in the district as possible each year, and of course that involves having them to recharter on time.
At any given time, 10% of units in a district are going to need some sort of help any given month. And so the challenge becomes identifying those units and getting people working on those problems that happen out there before they become life-threatening problems, whereas you're going to lose that unit if you don't get something done about that particular problem.
The issues that need to come up as a part of the Key 3 include those units that are having problems, those units that are perhaps doing well but still need help in a specific area that some other committee of the district committee can be involved with. And last but not least, making sure that rechartering occurs on a regular basis. That's one of the key functions of the commissioner service.
The district commissioner's primary responsibility is to make sure that there's enough unit-serving commissioners on board to provide a 3-to-1 ratio, so you have at least 3 units for every commissioner. It's important to have a person in that position of district commissioner who understands that recruiting is the #1 thing that needs to be done, because without enough commissioners, it's going to be impossible to have a well-functioning commissioner staff.
The Key 3 oversees the 4 functions of its district's operations: program, membership, unit service, and finance. A successful district requires strong leadership and a fully operative district committee to carry out these 4 functions efficiently.
Of all of the committees that we're involved with and all the functions that we're involved with, program is the one that it seems to be the easiest to get people involved with, because it's fun, it's enjoyable. You get an opportunity to go out and actually do the things that we think of as scouting.
That's what the kids sign up for. That's what the adults buy into the program for. And as a team, we need to work together to establish that the program is going to work.
The other committee that relates to the program function at the district level is the training committee. And it's extremely important that be a top concern at the district Key 3 level.
With regard to membership, the most important thing that a district chairman and the Key 3 should be concerned with is making sure that scouting is available to every young person in the district who wants to participate. And to do that, we have to assure that there are enough units and enough quality volunteer leaders.
We need to collaborate as a Key 3 to work together when we start up new units. Our membership team is going to go out there and establish the unit, but the unit service needs to happen as well, where you have the commissioner assigning people from his team to go out there and make sure that it's going to be a quality program and that they have the support that they need to be functioning well.
The district committee is kind of the experts or the specialists. If you put it in medical terms, they become the specialists. They're experts in membership, they're experts in leadership training, they're experts in advancement, activities, camping. And when the unit commissioners get out there and find a problem in a unit that they perhaps don't have the expertise to solve, they call on the district committee, who are the experts, to come in and help solve that problem, work with the unit on an advancement problem or a camping problem or whatever the problem might be.
The biggest concern and crisis that we have, of course, is keeping enough of adult volunteers on staff to effectively serve the units.
But it's essential that you have that group of volunteers that are going to be there to be the backbone and support of your organization. The more you have, the more you can divide up the efforts and work level and have quality programming and quality participation from all the volunteers. Broaden your scope. Get as many people as you can, because that just brings in that much more expertise to your district level.
Also, look down the road. Don't just look at the short term, look at the long term. Who is it that you want to get on your district committee who can be the district chairman 2 or 3 years down the road? Who is it that you want to be to recruit as your district commissioner?
The district chairman is responsible, with the help of the district executive, of helping to nominate and create a steering committee for the FOS campaign. But finance is just not a Friends of Scouting or FOS campaign. It also includes approving unit money earning applications, being involved with product sales and project sales, as well as any kind of involvement with endowment or capital campaigns that the council are involved with.
We have to deal with it effectively. We have to have a very short time period that we work on finance so that it does not become all